Dudes, okay, we're back, and we've infiltrated Shadow Moses Island. We've managed to, we took the upper level ventilation shaft, and we're maxed out on rations. We went ahead and got ourselves the thermal gogs and chaff grenades, and we're about to go and rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson. No big whoop. You know, Solid Snake is pretty much John J. Rambo. I think if you watch First Blood Part 2, he did a lot of sneaking around.
Ugh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
Is that Johnny? Johnny Sasaki? I love this. It's so voyeuristic. Sneaking around, looking at people's computer stations. That is not a standard 8.5 by 11 letter size. Anyway, never mind. Being picky. SOCOM bullets, we're gonna need those. Let's not get too sidetracked. It's actually got a decent amount of light in here for a ventilation shaft. I would imagine that Solid Snake is like coming up on 6 feet tall. I think a dude that big is going to be able to fit into a ventilation shaft like this. I guess they did it in Die Hard.
Is that a woman? Not me.
You can get a sweet underwear shot if you get there faster, but we took forever. Who's calling?
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production.
Mass production.
If it hadn't been for the revolution,
The revolution.
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Terrorists.
Rex.
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
He just flags him away.
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha.
Totally believable.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No,
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
All right, let's do it. We gotta find Baker. Don't forget to check for rations under the bed, as if we don't already have enough. Check the stinky, filthy toilet. Eey. What's that? Somebody there? Huh. Looks fishy.
Don't move!
Gross.
So you killed the chief, you bastard!
That wasn't my fault. It's not what it looks like.
Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Probably gonna run out of ammo. Let's just go ahead and use one of these so I can pick up the other one, grab more ammo. Yeah, I am gonna run out. Ah, they threw in a grenade. Nope.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you?
You fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea. Good girl. Just like that. Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Mantis is pretty cool. One of the all-time best villains. You'll see why. So, I have to wonder if somebody were to play this game for the first time, you know, in the modern era. You've got your Call of Duties, you got your Prey, and your Horizon Zero Dawn, and your Phantom Pain. And then you go back and everybody's saying, oh, you know, Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PlayStation 1 is like one of the all-time greats. Gotta play that. And then you sit down to play it and it's like, geez, I gotta manually like equip the pan card? Like, what? I just imagine it would be extremely frustrating for somebody that, like, from the new generation or the modern era of gaming. If you're comfortable with the way analog sticks work and all that, this would just feel so clunky and frustrating. You can't even hide in the lockers, jeez. They did a good job of censoring his butt, no matter what angle you're at. How are we on rations? Still full up? Is there anything under her bed? Nope. This is all texture work in here, man. Admittedly, there's a lot of noise, though. I mean, it's grimy. I think they just wanted it to look just stanky. Yeah. That's pretty neat, though. They dithered it just a little bit. Not the best layout for a room, though. All right, so we got to go to the basement floor 2. Right? Yeah, let's do it. B2. This game's got atmosphere, though. Even when you're on the elevator, like, it rumbles just a little bit. You can hear it, you know. The music is very ambient. So I already know what we're looking for. We've got a... Oh, shoot. Don't get cocky, kid. I know exactly what we're looking for. I meant to do that. To show you guys what not to do, I revealed the hole in the floor. It's right there. You can run past it, though. So I know what we're looking for in terms of the equipment down here. But I want to tell you guys a little bit about how to find it. Some of these rooms have lasers. So C4. Now, C4, you want to check all the walls, and you'll start to notice that some of the walls actually have a little discoloration, and if you knock on them, some of the walls sound different than other walls. Now, you'll notice that we only have the level 1 key card. Ooh, Nikita missile's in there. It actually says it on the door. That's handy. We're going to need ourselves a Nikita missile. The FAMAS. They have a whole room dedicated just to a rifle. What's in here? This is the no smoking room. Oh, there's no lasers in here. So the last time I played this game was probably about 5 years ago. Oh, grenades. We do have the key card for the grenade room. So 5 years ago, and I've forgotten a lot of stuff. But I still remember where the holes are in the walls. I'll just go straight to them and show you guys. So you'll notice right here, if you knock on this wall, sounds pretty normal. What's this? Oh, it's like hollow. Yeah, and if you look at it, it looks like it's been painted over or filled in. Okay, so we switch to C4, lean up against the wall, bam. Now I believe, how do you actually activate it? Okay, circle to detonate. And you can actually go to first person view and detonate it too, which is a little bit more interesting to look at than sometimes just detonating it off screen. More chaff grenades. Great, really needed those. The other one is, of course, symmetrically on the other side of the elevator. This room, I believe, has a floor that's going to fall out, so... No? Okay. We're good. Overly cautious. And it looks like I had always wished that there were just more hidden rooms, you know? It's one of my only disappointments with this game is that there were really pretty much, those are the only two walls. Well, that's not entirely true because we have to use the C4 on these walls over here. You can't open this door because you don't have a number 4 card, a level 4 pan card. So instead you have to go down here and go around the room. But yeah, I always wish that there would be more exploded walls, walls that you can blow holes in. I love hidden areas. I love feeling like I'm breaking the game. I'm going off the rails and finding stuff that wasn't supposed to be in there, man. So if you go straight across, there's a couple, you can hear them. The gun cameras, they'll spot you and you'll get shot up. You can't really do anything in there anyway right now because it's like it requires a level 6 key card, and that one's a level 4. We only have a level 1 right now anyway. But before we go any further, let's go ahead and save it. Let's check with melee.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
No problem with the codec, though.
Be careful, Snake.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw!
Subtle heartbeat. That was awesome. What's really impressive is how much they could do with the tools that they had. This was not high-tech stuff, but they could do some really good storytelling. You want to be careful. Ooh, so close.
I love to reload.
You don't want to bump into those wires,
Nothing like the feeling
and you don't want to shoot them.
into a well-greased chamber. All right. Alive. Let's go.
Oh, close.
stand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want. You better.
You can quickly reload by re-equipping the gun. Let's switch on our rations to make sure that we don't, just if we lose all of our life. You can run with the gun out, of course, by holding down the crouch button. Of course, that makes total sense. But it's a pain in the butt.
I love it. But you will be the snap.
And I'm out of ammo. Oh crap. I think there's some up there. Okay. Pretty quick on the reload. He's got to actually stop to reload. And there's one of my rations.
Wait a minute.
Let's find out what does Master Miller have to say about this dude?
The muzzle velocity of a bullet fired from a revolver is slower than one fired from an automatic. That's bad for you. The slower a gun's muzzle velocity, the more damage it does. That's because the bullet will tend to lodge in the body instead of going right through. Those kind of wounds take a long time to heal. Sometimes they never do. I think that's part of the reason he likes that gun. He's a real sick puppy, that Ocelot. The biggest drawback to a revolver is the reload time. That's your chance.
Somebody did their research. What about Nastasha? She's a weapons expert.
He is using a single-action army? The first model of that gun was made in 1873, over 130 years ago. Today, they're still being made in small numbers, but that's just for collectors and such. Nobody uses them in combat anymore. The biggest drawback to revolver-style handguns is reload time. That's your chance.
Okay, so wait for the reload time. Let's reload ourselves. Haha!
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand! Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again! Who are you? I like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton.
I really wanted to play as the ninja, but they didn't let you do that until the VR missions expansion.
Can you talk?
Bonus disc.
Who are you? I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists?
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
Literally,
right away.
the back of
But
the
tell
CD
me,
case.
If this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of MUF are reported every year.
MUF?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
What? For what? Check out the lighting in that shot.
What the hell? Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
It's very confusing who's in Foxhound, who was in Foxhound. Let's see, now I have a level 2 card. That should get me... Can't go through this door yet. Look at this room. The kind of care and passion that went into this room. This was not slopped together. There isn't much on the PS1 that looks this good. Yeah, you can see those texture sheets. Looks like it repeats. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Let's not go in there. Unless we want to get a shot up. Look at that. Exposed pipes, but they just painted it in. That's great. Now there are soldiers in this room now that weren't here before. Just went around the corner. Now I've got the level 2 key card, so I can duck into some more of these rooms. Some grenades. Maybe restock. A few other supplies. Socom bullets. Ah, this room. You want to be careful. So remember, those thermal gogs will expose the beams, or you could use the SIGs, but they're going to drain your health. Pretty damn clever, though. Got the FAMAS. It's a very slow drain, but it's a drain nonetheless. Let's not leave that on. Of course, we have to have the level 2 card on. Old school. It's a level 5. This is a 1. Yeah. There's nothing in here. Right, split. But this guy is going to be a pain. So let's go ahead. Ah, of course he spotted me. Where did this guy come from? Where'd you come from? Peace out. Come on, follow me. Oh, jeez. Better switch on our rations just in case. Switch rooms. Gotta get out of here. Hide somewhere. Actually had a surround sound, or not surround sound, but directional. So as that dude was just running by, I heard it in my left ear, which is pretty rad. I think it's pretty valuable for a stealth game to have a feature like that. Even in this sort of more bare bones kind of a style of game back in the day. I feel like there's still so much more that could be done with stealth games that hasn't been done yet. And with Metal Gear no longer really around in any of its kind of original forms. I mean, you can still play the old games, but I'm saying they're not making any new iterations on the Metal Gear series except for Survive, which is, as I understand it, mostly co-op. That's all that's been really said about it. So now we have a level 2 card. We could probably get in that one door. And I believe there's something of value up there. Let's go find out. This is a tricky spot though, remember? There's that camera. You're always kind of glancing up at your mini radar when you're playing this game. What's that? Cardboard box A. Yes, the cardboard box. Lets you hide. Is there another door we could go in? What are those doors over there? Let's use this scope and find out. That's a 4. That's a 2. Okay. But we got a guy in the way. What's he doing? What's his route? We might have to crawl up on this dude. It's going to be a true test of our stealth skills. And I do not have a silencer. This guy might see us. Can't get there fast enough. Ooh. Let's wait for him to come up on us. Get the drop on him. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is... Oh, come on. Got him. Nice. Okay. That was sweet. I feel like a badass spy right now. Mine detector. I need that. Check out this room. That computer. Oh man, the keyboard is actually just painted onto the desk. Yeah. Can't spare the geometry, man. Just paint it on. But the lighting won't match. It's alright, don't worry about it. The computer is just 4 sides. Wow. So bare bones. Had one artist could probably do this entire room in like 2 days. Models and textures. If you've got a good base. Let's bone out. So we've got to figure out, we have to call Meryl. Meryl, like a dummy, didn't give her codec code to anybody.
Don't make too much noise or you'll be spotted. Be careful when you're walking on that floor.
Mm-hmm. Here's the master say, Master Miller.
Snake, that floor is designed so that your footsteps echo.
It's designed for
Listen,
that?
Snake, there's a way to walk so your footsteps won't be heard. I call it stalking. Here's how you do it. First, put your weight on the opposite foot that you're going to step with. Then, take a step so that your heel makes contact with the ground first.
You can't do that.
As you slowly lower the tip of your foot to the floor, gradually shift your weight onto that foot. Use your knees to maintain the subtle balance. Try it.
And you developed this technique?
I can't do it. Another way is to wear your socks over your shoes. If you crawl on your stomach, you won't make any noise either.
You know, 25 years later or so, I've never heard that line of dialogue. That's pretty awesome.
It is just like Baker said. We are facing increasing danger from stored nuclear materials. You see, there are 3 elements necessary in the manufacture of nuclear weapons. Nuclear materials, nuclear engineers, and manufacturing technology. All 3 of them can easily be acquired by either legal or illegal means. If you have enough money, that is.
That doesn't help me, Nastasha. We need to find out what Meryl's codec number is. Okay, let's do a quick, I'm gonna just Google this shit. 015. All right. Oops. Yeah. Let's go to 015.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him.
Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
They're rookies' eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
but I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay, let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard, just like my uncle said.
Huh, I told you, the real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Awesome. Okay. So she's basically going to help us get to Building 2, where we're going to get a chance to meet up with Dr. Emmerich, also known as Otacon. A very... Oh, of course. That's what I get for not paying attention. Let's hide in the ventilation shaft until shit cools off. They never look in here. Also, we get a good view of the room. Looks like they're heading back to their posts already. Less than 30 seconds. I don't know how much that changes if you play on a harder difficulty. I would imagine it would be a lot more. But this game is hard enough because of the camera controls sometimes. You don't really need to increase the challenge any.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Yeah, so you want to be careful to not kill anybody in this room because she's walking around. And you can see which one is her. Because she wiggles her butt when she walks. But I already know that's not her. Aha! See, we really needed that SOCOM suppressor. You have to equip that and the SOCOM at the same time, and then it hooks it up. Cool. In Sons of Liberty, you get a M9, which allows you to... it's a silenced weapon that'll knock out enemies. It's like a tranquilizer darts. In this game, there is no tranquilizer. It's all lethal. Who's this?
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Somehow, you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
I got an idea. But let's save first.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Cool.
Snake, listen to what Lo Chi said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
Solid advice. Alright, so let's go with the straight up thermal gogs because These get kind of hard to watch for. Ah, geez, that was close. Sometimes you press that button. It's hard to evaluate distance. All right, we made it. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so this is a good spot to sort of clench it and pinch it off for now. This will wrap up part 2. I think in part 3, we're gonna finally meet up with Dr. Emmerich. We're gonna find out a little bit more about the other intruder, the ninja, and probably run into a few other foxhound dudes. For now, all right, that's it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, ciao.